In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark cool.
Well, fellas, we lost a good exploit, man. I used to spend many hours here in Omnigul. Now, I didn't necessarily use it with the most recent exploit where you actually could get to 365 light very easily with those blue drops. But I did use it a bunch when farming for grass. Now, of course, skeleton keys kind of, minimize that, so you can, of course, get grass in other ways. But if you didn't know this, guys, there's been a hotfix release. Omnigul will now only drop rewards once during the strike. So that's just something that kind of just keep a lookout for. You can no longer take advantage of that. So highly suggest just heating up the Siva playlist if you're trying to get your light level up. On the bright side of things, man, despite that happening, the Archon's Forge is much easier to get started up simply by actually obtaining the Siva offerings, which was one of those things that was really making it difficult for a lot of players to just partake in. So essentially, if you run into patrol missions there in the Plaguelands and you find a Siva quarantine patrol, which looks like this, you can of course just run and do that, and that will actually get yourself a guaranteed drop of Siva offerings. So that is something that is a lot easier. Now, I don't know what the drop rate is on it as far as perfected goes, if it has consistently, if it can even drop perfected. But either way it goes, a lot of the ways I look at it is, even if I start off with like just a regular Siva offering, as I'm doing Archon's Forge, eventually a perfected Siva offering drops. Another way to, of course, get those Siva offerings, I found the raid to be a really good way, a solid way of getting myself those perfected Siva offerings. I ran into so many during the raid that I couldn't even pick up because I just had a bunch of stuff full in my inventory. But I mean, I was getting drops all over the place. Now, of course, doing Archon's Forge now has a much higher chance of dropping those offerings. So if you got a team of 3 in there, man, y'all rocking out Archon's Forge with, just a couple of you bouncing offerings off of one another, I can guarantee you'll probably start to get more drops from that. Anyway, it's just some food for thought. I wanted to go ahead and put out my strike things. And other news, just keep crying over Omnigul. We have exploited her for almost a year and a half now, right? Has it been a year and a half we've been exploiting her? I mean, I've been actively exploiting her for a long time, so it's just kind of sad to see Omnigul has finally been fixed, man. Anyways, fellas, thanks so much for coming and watching. I'll be putting out a trials guide video here out shortly, so be looking out for that, fellas, and good luck to y'all. Catch y'all later. Slap that like button like your mama told you right.